Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura. And today I thought we'd work on this little cat project, and I'll show you what picture it is. I think it's precious. This is one of the first cross stitches that I got from Amazon, and it's also a Joy Sunday. It's an 11 count and it's called Curious Cat. There are two cats, so why didn't they plural that? I have no idea. But I've gotten quite a bit done on this since it was the first one that I started on. But I just thought we'd work on it because it's fairly simple to work on. And today I need simple. I've been a little bit at a time every night working on my other cross stitch projects. But sometimes you just need something that's already laid out. I am using 2 strands of floss in this. It has 34 colors, and it does have some back stitching in the pattern. So I'm not looking forward to that, but you know, hey, if we ever get that far. But I worked on this quite a bit when I first got it. So I've gotten like some of this, the teacup that they're drinking out of, and I've about got this yellow cat over here done. I haven't started much on the other one because, as you can see, it's black with white. But I just think it's precious. I just love it. I just absolutely love this pattern. And it's not very big. It is, does it say? It's 39 by 35 centimeters. So, and the, what do you call it? The stamping is really clear, and I haven't had a problem stitching this like I did the Gather in the Garden, or whatever the heck that was. I was pretty upset about that it was off, like the pattern was printed off of the, you know, the material. I don't know. I was just going crazy with that. I just couldn't handle it, so I'm using the threads for my autumn Quakers. And there's a big variety in there, so, you know, I'm not going to waste, I can waste the canvas. And maybe at another time get it again and see if it's the same. But I'm not going to throw away thread. So, and these, you see these tan ones along, they're supposed to be half stitches. So I guess that's part of the shadowing. But there's only one color that gets half stitched. But I hadn't brought this out for a while, so I thought I'd just bring it out. And since it was such a small piece, I thought maybe it would be easier to work on. Because, you know, that Death by Cross Stitch and Autumn Quakers, they're going to have to be done a little bit at a time. Not so much Autumn Quakers, but Death by Cross Stitch. It's hard for me to concentrate on the counted pattern, where this, I can just stitch. And I like that. It gets that need to stitch out of me, you know, and I don't know, maybe it's just me. And I'm beginning to feel like I'm caged into 2 huge projects. And not that I don't like working on them, I do, but it's a lot of concentration skills here that, you know, not real sure. So I've taken to, on the Death by Cross Stitch, I'm working on the outside edge to try to get, you know, the so-called border of that big square done. You know, like, I think it's like broken down into squares, if you will. Big squares. Which is fine, but it's a lot of concentration skills for me, and like I said, I don't know. So I'm thinking of looking for some like small projects that I can do, and I'll be going I'll look on Amazon, but I will look at 123 Stitch because they have a lot of designers and stuff, and it seems to get here fairly fast. So look forward to that. But I'd like to have a few smaller projects like this one. You know, I mean, to me this is a small project compared to all the other crap that I do. So I'm feeling overwhelmed, I guess, is what I'm saying. So I want to do the counted cross stitch, but on the other hand, like I said, it's for somebody that hasn't done counted cross stitch. It's for me. I'm not speaking for anybody else. It's daunting. I want to do it, but on the other hand, it's just kind of hard to concentrate. So I don't know. I love it. I love both of them. And I think if I could just get past this one thing that I'm working on Autumn Quakers, I'd feel better, but we've had a little hitches. Like I said, I had to frog it out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that word. It almost doesn't make sense, but yeah, I had to frog it out. Yes, I get it. Rip it, rip it, rip it. Yeah. Ugh. But see, that comes in with the well, I don't know what the heck that was. What do you call it? Concentration skills. So sometimes I guess I'm in the mood to concentrate really hard and do it, and other times not so much. So I had to get me another piece of thread. There's a lot of that green right around there. Excuse me. Well, today is my Friday. Yay! I guess we'll start up here and work our way down. Kids, I don't know what else to do. But like I said, this is nice and bright and vivid, and I don't have to think. I just do the color I'm working on, you know. And the material's stiff enough that I can hold it in my hand. So I don't know. I talked to my daughter about that cross stitch that I found the other day, and I'm thinking I'm going to give it to my granddaughter for her 5th birthday, because she's going to be 5, you know, and she's into dolls. Oh my gosh, she's into dolls. Not necessarily Barbies, but she likes the baby dolls, so I thought she might enjoy that. Because she ain't ever going to get the princesses. My daughter ordered her princess, you know, the little stickers like I showed you. I know this is diamond painting and this is stitching, but she ordered the princess little stickers to do. You know, they're like between $5 and $10 at Amazon, because my granddaughter is definitely into the princesses mess still, so that's a good thing. So I don't know. I'm so mad about that princess diamond painting. You just have no idea, because I really wanted to do it and finish it and get it done, and I can't look at it. It's at the bottom of that tub because I just can't look at it anymore. But maybe one day I'll pull it out, you know. But it's huge. I think it's like 60 by 90 or some crazy thing. Holy crap. And I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. Just don't have the desire to work on it at all. So, whoops. I did one side and I didn't do the other one on the other stitch. But this is nice thread and it goes really well. This is a nice kit. It was one of the nicest kits that I got from Joy Sunday that I, really liked and whoops, sorry, didn't mean to hit you again. You knew I had to hit that. I mean, please. I can put it anywhere and I'll still hit it. But I liked working on this and trying to get it done. I don't take stitching anywhere. Usually I'm the one driving, so that's not going to work. It's like worse than texting and driving. My daughter and I don't go very far. She's a little leery about me using needles and her driving. But I got to go see her new car yesterday. And we'll have lots of room in that car. She got a Durango, Dodge Durango, is that the word? I don't know who makes that. I believe that's right. But it's really nice and big and roomy. And I said, hey, we can pack a lot of stuff in here because sometimes we'll go and we'll get furniture or we'll go and get a bunch of stuff shopping and sometimes not so much, but we'll have room for everybody and every little thing that we ever wanted to bring back. Like, where was that damn thing when we actually needed it? But when we were trying to haul windows and I had to call a friend and have him pick them up so he could put them in the back end of her pickup, their pickup, because my daughter's car wasn't wide enough. So now we have lots of room and we're not doing too much. So, but oh well, I'm sure other crap will come along. And let's see, I think we're going to go to Walmart on Thursday if we don't have to make another trip before that point, but try out the new car. Oh, goodness. I went to bed last night at like 12 o'clock and probably didn't fall asleep until like 1:30 or so. Too much coffee, I guess. I don't know. Beats the heck out of me. But as you can see, I mean, it stitches right along pretty well, so. And I can't take this to work because I can't stitch and work. You're lucky if I could read and work. Because sometimes there's some downtime, if you will. You know, just standing around waiting for people to show up or whatever. And I don't know. Oops. So I usually try to read or I play a game on my my phone. You know, something I can sit down and then wait on somebody. But I'm sure we're not going to have that luxury in the summer at all. I'm trying to bring my light in. It's kind of cloudy today. It's like 10 degrees this morning when I got up. It's supposed to get in the 30s, but it was supposed to snow too. Well, you know, that didn't happen. So didn't have to worry about that this morning. I'm like, oh God, I'm just dreading getting up and having to deal with the snow and brushing it off the car. It didn't even snow a lick. So I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, I think it blew away. But other than that, we don't have too many plans, I don't think. It's like the middle of the month, you know, bill paying time. Yay! That's always fascinating. But trying to see what kind of little projects I'd like to buy. And I mean, when I say little, I mean little projects. Nothing as enthralled as this, but you know, like some of the little tiny things. God, I don't even. I'm so new to this and the counted part of this that I don't know a lot of the, I'll call them designers, or you know who does what. I mean, I've seen some smallish type projects, but I'm not going to be buying any type of linen or Lagana or Murano or any of that crap. I've just decided it's too small. I can't see it. I may go, like I said, I don't know that they make it or not, so I know you're all laughing. 14, I'll go 14, 16, or 18. 18 might even be pushing it. I think it'll be too small. And I think that's what that picture was, at least. It had to have been. It was very tiny. But I could tell it was 8 o'clock, but it was very, very, very tiny. And we don't need eye strain. We already have brain strain. So, I'll just have to see. And I might, like, get a big piece of, you know, another one about the size that I got for the Autumn Quakers and use it to make projects. I may tea-dye it or something to make it look antiqued. But, I don't know. I haven't decided. But I want some smaller projects. I know that. You know, little things that you can just pick up and do a few stitches. Something that was maybe 11 by 14 or smaller, you know, depending on how it'll all work out, you know, with whatever fabric I pick. But it's so much easier to stitch on. Either, I don't want to buy any 11 count. I think I'll go down to 14, but that'll be about it. I don't know. So, we'll just have to see. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I like some of the 1800, we'll call it 1800, samplers. I'm looking at those, but most of them are pretty big. So, but just little things. I don't know. I don't know what I want, but when I see it, I'll know what I want. But you can tell I was just sitting here looking at these colors. This is how I used to, that I did my thread, because I didn't have any of those little bobbin things. So, you know, this was about the first project that I worked on that was cross stitch. So, did I do it again? No. And I know this probably isn't covering really well, but I've already started this. I've already got this far, so this is how we're doing this one. Usually I would use the 3 strands, but it was just easier to sew. Now, I've used 3 strands on these kits before, and some of them are really tight to sew, and it's really hard on my hands. But this one, you know, has been just fine, so. And some people, I guess, are more finicky about it covering. It'll be white, you know, once you wash it and get rid of all this pattern underneath. So, I mean, I'm not that fuzzy, trust me. If I get the stitches in there, I will count myself as doing good. So, I don't know. Just things that cross my mind. I gotta get that out of my way. It keeps falling down. But yeah, I even wound all the threads together, so I have to come out and get one, and then wind it all back up on this card. I had no clue what I was doing in the beginning. I don't think I've ever purchased a kit. You know, when I started this, I should say. But, hey, I used what I had, so that's how that works. And I'm a user. I use up things, and yes, I see my needle. Everybody watching? Oh, God. I'm telling you, some days it's worse than others. I don't feel like I'm moving very fast here. Whoa. Oh, for pity's sake. You know, sometimes I wonder why it's right here. My stupid little threader. And I try to do it the hard way. I watched a new floss tuber today. Her name is Neecie. Oh dear. I think it's Neecie, and it's Neeecie, and she is from Australia. And she had her first floss tube yesterday. She did a really good job. She has a lot of beautiful projects. Oh my God. You think I'm bad? Oh, please. Oh, please. Hers are just elaborate and beautiful, and some of them, I think, entail, what do you call it? Like embroidery, like satin stitch or bigello or something else. Oh, just absolutely stunning work. And she uses, like, I think the smallest fabric she said was a 30 count something or other linen. Oh my God. Yeah, no. My eyes would have been fried. Fried, fried, fried. But, nah. It's beautiful. It looks absolutely stunning, when it's done. But it's just so not me. And I don't know that I could put up with a, one of the lights with the magnifying glass or not. And, ugh. Some of them are kind of, those lights are kind of expensive. I mean, I've seen them as high as $130 some, but no, I don't know. It'd take me forever. Just take me forever. And I don't know how well the, what do you call it? Those magnifying glasses would work. I've seen people with the head thing, it goes on their head and the little light on the top, kind of like a miner thing, And it has kind of a, I don't know what's going on there. Kind of a stretchy band that goes on your head. So, I don't know. Don't know. So, I'm looking at a lot of things like that. But, it's just all in how it works. And right now, I forgot all this back here. Just kept sewing across. I don't know. So, I'm kind of hesitant to try things like that. I did get one at one point, but I had nothing to put it onto. It has like a clamp thing, you'd set on a table, and everything was backwards in my house, so that didn't work out. I could put it here, but I don't always stitch here. I want to be comfortable when I stitch, So, I don't know. Just lots of crap going through my brain, if that makes any kind of sense. But, oh, I almost went 2 stitches. I don't know what's going on here. Molly, hush. Molly says hi. She always has to start barking as soon as, fill that in. Soon as I decide I'm going to do this. It's not like she hasn't been out there. They've been working on the guy's water behind me, and so there's been people out there, and yesterday I couldn't get her to shut up. Oh my gosh, I just hate people, not people, but I hate it when people are out there and all she does is bark at them, like they're really doing something horrible. So, Alright guys, well, we got that part done all the way across. As you can see, you can still see some of the material there, but that's okay. It works for me, and I just love this pattern, so we'll see. Alright guys, well, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me and listening to me gab on and on and on. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your Monday. God bless. Bye-bye.